everybody. On today's episode, we are going to take a trip down memory lane and we're going to have something delicious, classic comfort food, my favorite, shepherd's pie. Okay, so I've preheated my pan, olive oil, and some butter. So I've got minced onion here. It seems quite a lot, but it's not. It's about a cup. Sugar, I'm just using regular white sugar. Then I'm going to add minced garlic. And once you can smell the nice fragrant, garlicky, oniony scent coming out, I'm going to pop the mince inside, all in one go. So now when you're making this kind of mince, you want to let the meat brown up. So your heat has to be a little bit more higher than usual. So make sure you're just like, at a steady location. Don't move around too much. So we don't want the meat to boil, we want the meat to brown. So then it gives a really nice, crusty, smoky flavor. So I've got rosemary and I've got some thyme. And I'll put in my Italian parsley later. But if you do not have fresh ones, you can actually use dry. I've got celery that I've chopped up. And these are chopped carrots as well. Now to this, I'm going to be adding chicken stock cube. I'm using cube here. It's really easy. Something that you can have in your pantry, a staple. Just a little bit of water here to loosen everything up. And ta-da! Favorite as well, Lea Perrins, a generous amount. I'm going to use a little bit of zest straight into this. I just want a tad bit of juice, not too much, just to balance the flavors out. And as it's drying, almost drying up, I've got a tablespoon of cornstarch that I've mixed with some water. While it's going to thicken up, I'm going to quickly put in my frozen peas at the end so it's nice and green. This is a double concentrated tomato puree. Like, I'm just going to pop in about 2 tablespoons here, like that. Now it's all thickened up, my mince. Now I've got some mince leaf here and a bunch of Italian parsley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just really roughly chop them up. Last bit, sprinkle. See how it's thickened up really nice and beautifully. And that's it. And I'm going to show you how to make the mashed potatoes. So now my potato has been boiled and already mashed up. So this is a very simple, basic recipe actually. But I always like to put a twist to something. So that's why I'm using here salt and black pepper, of course, and this is cream cheese, like I said. So this is the soft spreadable type, and of course butter. So much of fat here, it's so sinful. Okay, so on to the last bit. We're going to pop this in the oven. So I've got my little fancy cast iron pan that I can put it in the oven. So make sure you use an oven-safe dish. I like mine with just a pinch of heat. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to add this a little bit here, just a little bit. So you can either do this with a piping bag and a tip, or if you want to, you can just dollop the whole thing and use a fork and crisscross over it, and you get the same effect. Now fill in the gaps. Look how it looks, so pretty. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, let it broil and brown a little bit and get all nice and crispy and gooey. And then I'll show you how to plate it. And it's done. So I've taken it out of the oven. As you can see, it's nice and all brown and bubbly. So there you have it. This is my version of the classic comfort food, shepherd's pie. Please do give this one a go and let me know how it turns out. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. If you've got any questions, do drop me a comment below. Stay tuned for the next episode.